Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Caneffy Sadena, and this is assignment of comparative literature, chapter 1 and 2 learning material. So, in this chapter 1, comparative literature and the future of literary studies, literary study is consisted by the combination of and collaboration of four distinct disciplines: poetic or literary theory, literary criticism, literary history, and comparative literature. Literary history as a discipline broke with the previous approach that did not distinguish among literature according to language in which is where they were written, but posited the existence of literary continuum in which works were understood in terms of supranational system of poetic and rhetoric. Comparative literature is one of four main approaches to literary phenomenon. That these approaches are linked in a clear chronological order. The first approach and analyze and evaluate texts, a tendency already visible in the so-called literary criticism. When this operation is carried out on a sufficiently wide scale, profound similarities appear among different texts. Hence arise the impulse to generalization and the outlining of law, what we could term the theoretical leap. Comparative literature appears when literary history of particular nation begins to seem limiting or inadequate. It considers national history as an element within a plural literal history. Comparative literature has, with some reason, been accused of elitism and Eurocentrism. Furthermore, as a discipline, it has from its beginning disturbed and professional advocates of national literary histories, especially when comparison aspire to the rank of an independent and prestigious discipline. With the 20th century will be most important time of the consolidated comparative literature. It is at this moment that comparative literature is and become a subject that within an university, but also is articulate institutionally in the creation of national and international association. Theoretical and ideological vicissitudes, comparative literature has experienced moment of crisis in the past 30 years due to both the growth of nationalist sentiment and also to the growth of multiculturalism, later becoming extremely dominant with university department far removed from the sphere of literal anthropology from immediate development. From this perspective, literary phenomenon can be only seen in the context of imperialism and colonialization. Western culture here comes to be seen as tool of oppressive power and comparative literature, fundamentally Eurocentric discourse that impose literary values that are both elitistic and class-based. So we'll begin to chapter 2 as interliterary theory. In general terms, a theory is solution for a problem under a form speculative and obvious complex explanation. This applies it for in case to the use of the theory in theory of relativity, and there are similar cases in the field of literary studies. Problem for interliterary theory, the problem is posed in the following term. One is there is a contradictory dialectical unity which result in historical literary practice through the tension between the historical of national literature and the history of folk literature. The theory as the explanation of the problem, the theory which attempt to provide an explanation for this problem is interliterary theory of interliterary process, because the interliterary process make reference to development, the progression, and the ways of literary rise, the growth of literature. The definition of interliterary theory is a speech, non-obvious, complex explanation of the interliterary process between the poles of national literature and world literature through intermediate categories such as specific interliterary communities, standard interliterary communities, and literary criticism. Notion 14, in other our own word, the interliterary theories aim to explain how relationships are established between individual words and as a result of this relationship, how literary groups are created from smaller to larger, hence how it determines some dominant direction of world literature. And this is uh, my point. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.